All right, so in this video, I want to talk about what I think the Invisible Woman unlock is going to be like. So obviously this is all speculative, not really exactly sure, but I've got some inklings in what I think could be what you need to unlock her. Obviously, Fox Next has shown us that they can do anything as far as the unlocks go, with the Phoenix being 6-star, so I'm personally planning for making sure that I've got tunes at 6-star if I can. Obviously, if I could, I'll go higher, but that 7-star unlock's pretty tough. So anyway, having said that, let's kind of get into some of the thoughts that I've got as far as what this unlock could be like. Okay, so I was in the middle of processing this video, and some new information came out about the Invisible Woman unlock. So I had to kind of jump back in here, get this information, because I was going to publish this, but what's the point if it's not got the most current information? So sometimes it happens, but this one I felt like was just too important not to include in here. So what you'll see behind me up here, what you'll see up here is Invisible Woman data mine, Taije. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, apologies, but data mine today, and you can see a bunch of code there. Basically what that says is unlock star level. Look at the fourth line first, Invisible Woman ID base key, unlock star level 7. So that's gonna be interesting if this holds true. I'm assuming these are obviously always subject to change, but just keep that in mind for all the stuff that I'm gonna talk about for all these unlocks. So my some of the things I mentioned might change, but based on this, so if I said, oh yeah, 6 stars easy, then it's now I've got to change my mind. I'm not gonna reshoot the whole thing. So anyway, you get the idea. 7-star. So having said that, let's get into the video as it was, and just anytime you hear 6 or something, then just remember it could be 7. First one I think, which in my mind would normally make the most sense, would be Sinister 6. They're recently coming out, and people are pretty down on them generally. I have seen some videos that show them punching up pretty high, or let me say that differently, beating some good teams at a really high red star level. Both Ultron and Shield, but I won't get into that right now. It does take a lot of red stars and some T4, or multiple, if not most of the T4s. So having said that, it's like if you look at Sinister 6, I'm probably further along than most, I'd think, for getting whales for a second, just because blitzing and buying the upfront orb packages on these guys. So, and it looks like, Mysterio, I've still only got it 4 stars. I'm nowhere near 5-star yet. I don't expect Invisible Woman to be a 5-star. So if they're Sinister 6, I'm pretty screwed here. I'm not going to be buying packs for Sinister 6. I'm just not. Even with a 6 red star Mysterio, I'm just not doing it. The rest of these guys are just struggling, and I don't have a way to farm them. So, could it be Sinister 6? Yeah, it could. I don't think it will be, but from a financial perspective, I think it will, because anybody who's going to want Invisible Woman, which I think most will, you're going to need to likely purchase the shards for this. So through, orbs or, shard packages. Now, the next thing to kind of look at is these, and look, I don't think it's going to be Wakandans. They've been out too long, just to look at them for 1 second. That's kind of your other, full team option. They were, could have been a problem a while ago, but, Shuri, obviously legendary. She's only been around once, I think. And then, Killmonger, you can't farm. Okoye, now you can. So, but I think these guys might be slightly too easy to get for that unlock, but I could be wrong. Killmonger, you still need, he's in orbs obviously, but that's not and Shuri being a legendary, we'll see. Maybe she'll come out, but I feel like they're not going to require a legendary to unlock a legendary. I don't know if that's happened before, so I don't see it being the Wakandans. So the next thing I typically do is kind of look at the traits of the minions, is what are the folks that you've got lowest. Now you can see on the screen behind me that I've got a number of minions here up here favorited. I've been farming these guys since Cerebro made that comment about aiming for a rework. You know, and look, I've been farming the shield guys because you need to farm them, and they're not going to be part of it. But, you know, some of these other folks, these AIM Hydra, you know, they could be, you know, a lot of people might not have focused them. So I've been trying to farm them for a while now to get them at least 6 to, you know, 7 star, I guess, eventually. But besides these, I'll scroll all the way to the bottom here because that's where kind of everyone else is at. For me, you know, it's all right. So you got Ultimus, Thor, Nebula, and then you've starting got these minions where you got Merc Soldier, Hand, Blade Master, more Hydra, and AIM. So for me, it's like, well, what do these all have in common, and what way can Fox Next kind of do some specific traits to limit this down to like 5 or 6 tunes? So obviously, the first thing you see here is these are basically all villains. So that's the first thing that I'm going to filter down to is villains. Okay. So now we're down to villains. So you look at these, and obviously you've got some at the top here. We're not going to kind of ignore these. Again, the favorites, you know, he's got Cosmic Bioprotector, obviously Ravager, Global Tech Blaster, Global Tech Protector, Global Tech Support, Global Tech Blaster, Global Tech Blaster. All right, then we get to Thanos, and then let's jump to the bottom and kind of look at what we've got down here. So let's actually start at Ultimus. Cosmic Mystic Brawler. I don't know. I don't think he's not going to be involved, so I'm just excluding him now that I think about it. Cosmic Tech Brawler. City Skill Blaster. Merc. City Skill Brawler. Global Bio Brawler. Global Tech Blaster. You're getting the idea here. Global Tech Protector, Global Skill Support, Global Tech Blaster. I feel like Tech and Blaster are coming up a lot. So Skill Support, Global. All right. So the question is what's the next one to do? For whatever reason, what's sticking out in my head is Tech. So let's go to just Tech. All right. So you go to Tech, and there's obviously a lot. So it's like, all right, well, so we're going those again. It's like, all right. What's Tech Support? Cosmic Tech, Blaster. You know, so again, there's a few. I feel like Blaster. Let's just. I know where I'm kind of going with this, but I kind of just want to show you guys how I do it when I'm kind of on my own. So here's Villain Tech Blaster. All right, so it's like obviously exclude Ultron, but you know, Korath, Cyborg, Boomer, Shocker, some Hydra minions and 1 AIM minions. Like, okay, this feels a little bit too easy to me because, you know, Korath and Cyborg, I think a lot are going to have it 7 star. So this one I don't think could be it. It seems a little bit too easy to me. So let's get the Blaster out for the time being. Another one that we saw a lot was Brawler. Obviously, no. What do I say? Protector was one as well. No. Support was one as well. And this is kind of leading to where I could see one being. So, Villain Tech Support. You can see it. Minerva's tough to get. You know, a lot of people are struggling with stars on her. I got orbs early on her. I got some really lucky orbs on her. So I've got her at 7 star, and that was through money, obviously. Merc Lieutenant, you know, I feel like most people have him at 7 star. Creoracle, maybe. He's not farmable anymore, but if you farm him early, he could be. Scientist Supreme, I'm sure not a lot of people farm, so that's a possibility. And Ravager Stitcher is only raid store. So I feel like this is a possibility, but leaning towards the easier of possibilities outside of Minerva. So Minerva would really kind of handcuff this team. So, but you've got, it is a tough team to farm, and it's honestly, this would not be a fun team to use in a fight at all. So this is one that I'd say is Villain Tech Support. So let's actually step back 2 steps here and go back to just Villain. So we'll remove the Tech. So one of the ones that I saw in here was Cosmic. So let's just click Cosmic. What's this get us to? All right. So again, skipping most of the ones up top. This, you know, I've got, in my particular case, most of my tunes are higher up. Boomer, Nebula, Stitcher. You know, he's got a support tag, so maybe we'll go back to that. And then Bruiser, which is probably he's a protector. So I'm not really seeing this one. Let's see, we've got Cosmic and just Villain, right? So let's just support, not enough. Tech, all right, maybe Tech. Again, I feel like that's too easy. Most are gonna have that. So it's not gonna be Cosmic, Villain, Tech. Already did support. Brawler, not enough. Controller, not enough. Already had the controllers anyway. And then the last one I want to look at is Protector. Not enough. So I think Villain Cosmic is likely not in the cards. So let's unclick Cosmic. All right. So the next one is that I've been seeing is let's just look at Brawler. So there's not a lot here, but you can see there's a lot of 7 stars. So I'm immediately excluding these guys because forget Carnage for a second, but these first 3 I see a lot could have it 7-star. Nebula, a Handblade Master, that's like I just don't see that. So I'm taking Brawler off the table. All right, so the other one we saw was the other one we saw was Blaster. So let's go to Blaster. All right, so we've got 3 low ones up front. Pyro, Ultron, no. Okay, so there's a lot of guys that you could have there. So it's like, all right, what skills could get us limited to these later ones? Grenadier is Tech, no. Global maybe. Global, City. Cosmic, we already went through. City again. All right, so let's try Global and City. You know, I think the Global and City are 2 good tries. All right, so let's go to City first. This Villain Blaster City one definitely seems like a possibility. It just, you know, you've got tunes here that, you know, could be, you know, kind of, you know, move out of the way so you can get my soldiers at 6. So I've got everyone but Shocker at 5 or up. And then, you know, really Shocker's the only one I don't have at 6. So, and then Bullseye and Archer are the only ones I would have at 7. So, Goblin I'm about to get at 7. So, I don't know if I could farm enough of these to get the, you know, full 7-star on a tune first go, which is always nice. But I'm assuming that, you know, the whale types probably do. So that would be, you know, a lot of 7 stars out there. But, you know, I don't know if it'd be a lot of 6, well, depending what the unlock is, 6 types. I think everyone would get her at 5. So, you know, this might be a little bit too easy, but I definitely think it's a possibility. You know, the team is just, you've got the handcuff of Shocker, you've got the soldier in the raid store. You know, not a lot of people might have farmed Sniper, Archer. I did for different events. Actually, Sniper I've never really farmed until recently. So, I don't know, I think this one's definitely a possibility. You know, we'll see. So let's undo City and then look at 1C Cosmic. No, that's not possible. It was a Global was the other one. All right, so Villain Blaster Global. So forget Ultron, he's Pyro, Winter Soldier. So this is another possibility, Villain Blaster Global. So you're looking at a couple Hydra minions, 3 Hydra minions, Pyro, Winter Soldier, Killmonger. Yeah, so if you really look at this, I mean, it's Killmonger not allowed 7-star, you know, Assault, Sniper, Trooper, and Grenadier. Those could be tough, you know, farms potentially. The Grenadier's only through the raid store. Trooper I've already got at 7-star if I wanted to, so I assume that was it. I didn't try to farm him. Ultron is what he is, but the Ultron factor in here throws me off a little bit because I feel like they're not going to let you use Ultron on something like this. So if it wasn't for him, I feel like this could be a good possibility. This villain Blaster Global. You know, there could be a lot of different other ways to look at this, but those are my main kind of thoughts. So again, Sinister Six makes in my mind makes the most sense financially. because I just don't think there's not going to be a lot of them out there. Villain Blaster Global is, you know, obviously a decent option here. But I think of the 3-4 that I'm talking about, this is the least likely. Villain City Blaster, which you'll see behind me, another decent possibility. You know, not easy to get some of these, but there's enough here to make it not too difficult. So this is my next least likely to be used to unlock Invisible Woman. And last but not least is Villain Tech Support. This one, of the ones we looked at outside of Sinister 6 for the financial reasons, could be it. It makes, you know, a lot of sense. You know, one of them most people have, probably high. Stitcher, maybe some people have high, but Minerva not so much. Creoracle I can't farm anymore. Scientist Supreme some might have, but Minerva is really a handcuff here. So let me know what else you guys think could be a possibility here of what is going to be for the unlock on Invisible Woman. Is it going to be a team like this? Do you think it's going to be more than 5 stars? Is it going to be 6? Could it be 7? Is she going to be that good? Do we care? I personally think the Fantastic Four are going to be a really solid team. So let's see what they do. And as always, you know, I'm trying to get as much attention to the channel as I can, so I appreciate any, you know, hammering down on the like button, click that subscription button, click the notification bell, comment, like, etc. Share with your friends. I just appreciate it. You know, I really try to do this stuff to, you know, help you guys out to see what, you know, could be coming or how I've approached things from, you know, what I consider in a very efficient, planned outlook. So, you know, again, anything you can do to help support the channel is very much appreciated. I appreciate you guys stopping by and hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks.